MaJaMa Jams is brought to you by this femur.
Hey guys, we're back. I convinced the Italian to get into the bathroom with me. He didn't want to. I don't know. He was doing something out there. But we are in. I'm in your bathroom now, Matteo. This place is crazy. You didn't even tell me you have this. So, like, look at it. Well, what is this? You know?
It's detergent.
Right? That's not detergent. That's common. That's bleach for the toilet. And you guys getting this? So this is where.
It was.
This is where creativity is going to start. So what is going on over here? You know, like, how did you set up the flow? Are you guys getting this? Like, what were you thinking when you set up the flow of this? Right?
I went to a store and I just said,
look over here, dude, and there's a friggin' shower. What has he got in here? Matteo, he got V5 Herbal Escapes. What were you thinking is this for creativity? Right?
No, it's to wash my hair.
Oh, well, what else has he got? Look, what is this thing? This is a writer massage. Oh, get the cheeks to spit out the words, right? What is this? This guy's like a friggin' walk of funhouse in here. Tell the people what this is.
It's a hairbrush. When you wash your hair.
It's a hairbrush for when he washes his hair. But we got everything in here, guys. This is freaking crazy. Now, if you just give us a couple seconds, we're gonna. This is.
Tidy bowl.
That's Tidy Bowl.
MaJaMa.
You can start when you want.
Let me get a little sippy sip.
Jesus, man.
I know.
Have some f***ing tact. Are you that unsophisticated?
It ain't G.
And it's just not G.
You know, the fact that Matteo, much like when he was quoting a Millie to me, now that Matteo is quoting the tacky, sophisticated, just like G, literally I can die tomorrow and nothing else matters. I will leave this planet a happy man. And on that note, welcome back everyone once again to MaJaMa Jams, a show where we discuss Enzo Sorrentino's work to make us feel better about ourselves. Now we are back in part 2 of Sorrentino Scraps, or maybe it's part 1 depending on when these things drop to make it easier for him and his editing schedule, this glorious son of a bitch that keeps the train chugging along. Now, we had previously, or are going to get into Enzo Spider-Man, but today is more of a full-on 28-minute movie.
Scary movie.
Scary movie called
Le ali nere di un vampiro.
Which loosely translates to the black cock of a vampire, am I right?
Wings.
Wings, the black wings of a vampire. Whoo, doggy, how are we even going to do this one? I don't even know where to start. You know what, Matthew? You poor son of a bitch. My voice is going hoarse from all the enthusiasm of today. I was impersonating Marky Mark earlier, and they were screaming about Enzo Spider-Man. You're going to try to explain to these
a lot of
poor
here,
sons of bitches what is going on. With the black cock of death.
Mateo?
The black wings of an angel.
So,
The pancake titties flopping in a fucking fishnet dress.
there's, okay,
Yes.
okay. So,
And then
there is a,
Mort says, hi, Paulo.
there's a old man.
There is. We're going to get
First-
quite
first-
familiar
no.
with his visage.
first there is a black priest
Yes, black priest.
who tries to exorcise a very, very, very old Dracula.
Yes.
Who can't get the coffin lid.
Who can't get the coffin lid up.
Who looks like a car salesman dressed up for a Halloween sale.
Yes.
We've got scary good deals this Halloween. So come down to Valley High Toyota and get a new car.
I just thought of the part I desperately want to get into, which is the 8-bit.
And it looks like that
Oh.
he's wearing the teeth upside down. What?
Yeah, he's seriously werewolf
Yes,
fangs,
more werewolf.
vampire fangs. All right, there's this patch of land, abandoned rubble brick house
Where
People
everybody
are
goes?
just pacing back and forth, looking for Dracula, but there's only one door and room, and they keep just passing by it, and they keep walking towards the camera, away from the camera, towards the camera, away from the camera, towards the camera. Look in the door, walk back, and then we're gonna fade out, and we're gonna cut back into the shot. Then he's gonna finally get into the door, and then there's a kid who is possessed by.
Sure. And he it just like evokes zombies. Yes, just tickling invisible testicles.
This is how you kid someone's vampires?
Of course.
There's plug-in CGI zombies.
Yes,
a lot.
and a xenomorph twice.
Yeah,
For some
and
reason.
I think it's actually the
Xenomorph.
queen.
Yes. Oh yeah, the queen xenomorph. And
See, that once again is another pebble in the box of you're just f***ing with us, man.
Do you know what this literally is? This is the movie equivalent of the Bond James is having a stroke meme. That's literally what it feels like. It's the speech patterns of a stroke.
I want to blow my nose.
Translated into
yes.
everyone focus.
No
on
one
it.
look.
For your consideration. MaJaMa Jams.
You got a raptor by your dick. Tell me, looks like he's sucking you
That's
off.
funny. I thought you said you got a rap to buy your dick back.
I thought that you were saying that.
You're not getting your dick back, kid.
That's how my Floridian aunt says it. You got a raptor on your dick, sweetie. I tried to tell you about letting those dinosaur prostitutes go down there.
That sounds f***ing horrifying.
That's an understatement. Jesus Christ, remember the cow scene? Imagine those things
That
attacking
reminds me
you.
of the scene in Casino Royale where they have the chair and they have the hole in the bottle so his balls drop through the bottom of it.
Oh, yeah.
And they're swinging some kind of ball against it. But imagine doing that, but there's a little raptor underneath. I guess like a copy from Lost World.
Well, if there is a raptor over
visualize
there, you would hit him with the
Yes.
bolas.
Imagine it's just brushing the bottom of your sack with its nose. Like in the
That
scene
sounds
with
pleasurable. Well, don't stop doing that. I'm almost there.
That's again.
All right, so we have a guy walk back and forth for about 5 minutes.
Who
while
apparently
Two
we find
guys.
out way later on that is Renfield or something.
We
or
assume.
switch-
We assume later
It
on.
may be the first time we've ever gone from Hot Topic black metal into Mario 8-bit music as
Yes.
a jarring transition, if I remember
Yes.
correctly.
And
I don't even-
Party City hat.
I don't know. Yeah,
Dude, he's
it's a plastic
decked out
New Year's.
for New Year's Eve.
Yes.
With a plastic Party City hat, a shawl, and then I guess a lantern to light his
Yeah,
way
and
in
I
those
think he has
broad
this tiny
daylight.
coughing around his neck
Yes.
or something.
I
like
have
that.
no idea how to start with this.
And then I know there is one
no
of the,
idea.
one of the greatest sequence. There is a young teenager or something who receives a phone call, and the Reverend asks
Oh!
him to
Wait!
go to.
Dracula.
Yes.
Ciao Alex, come stai? Sì, tutto bene. A proposito per stasera, Reverendo ci ha chiesto di andare a visitare le rovine del castello medievale. No, io non ci andrei lì, ci sono i fantasmi. Sì, girano voci che è infestato da pipistrelli. Ci mancasse solo Dracula.
It's haunted by bats.
They're haunted by bats. Yes.
I'd like to make a bold
Okay.
Clark proclamation. If you put this, and I haven't seen the man's other work other than La Polizia and El Crimine.
Trus, wie ist es angesagt oder Rombe?
But if you put this into a midnight movie theater, I think this is packed with more laughs than the room would be in 28 minutes. There is so much f***ing berserk shit happening here. There is so much berserk shit in 28 minutes. I don't even know where the fuck to, because I forgot about the Dracula laugh and the phone call. The fishnet pancake titties woman, the ball grabbing fucking thing, the fucking walk back and forth, the switch from metal to...
Okay, alright. Before we confuse everyone further, let's try to summarize this into an actual plot.
For some reason.
Seems...
Go ahead. That's what I gave you the task of doing.
like there are people summoning Dracula,
Dracula and dead
and the
people.
dead
In a field.
in a field to come back to life.
Yes.
And Dracula is...
Eventually, probably his...
Can't get the lid off the coffin.
Wait.
Enzo, please! You must make pepper
You have to use nails? How does it end?
It ends.
It just ends.
It ends
No,
with
the xenomorph.
It ends with the little kid who invites the woman with a fishnet to follow him, and they walk down the street. The xenomorph walks in. The end.
Yes.
And the kid, at a certain point, after invoking Dracula halfway through the movie, he says,
Padre, ho morso 5 persone e sono diventate come noi vampiri.
He says that?
yeah. And, well, you were mesmerized by his acting.
God, but he was
prowess.
possessed the whole time, right? Wasn't he?
Yeah, probably.
Padre, svegliati, svegliati, anima della morte. Tu che succhi il sangue delle anime morte e diventano tuoi figli.
MaJaMa.
Chiara, che ti succede?
And then there's that lady who was having a picnic with the other lady, and the other lady gets...
Oh my god, the...
Yes.
That she goes, oh my god!
And then she turns to
Oh my god!
And then she turns to take the fangs.
And it has fangs, and then bites her friend.
That's
Yes.
funny.
Who says, oh my god, what are you doing? Oh,
It's funny. That picture of Zucker Brothers, you take the, like, I've got my, like, they're, what, So she literally, or is it this?
No, she goes like this twice, and her friend
Does the Macaulay.
Yes, and her friend first she's distracted, and then they say you have to act or whatever.
Hey,
it is.
hey!
Yeah. And she says,
Oh, you were filming this.
yeah. And she goes, oh, what is happening? And later on she has this wonderful line.
Oh mio Dio, la mia amica Chiara si comporta in modo strano. Mi ha invitata in montagna. Strano, perché lei mi aveva rivelato che la montagna non le piaceva.
I unfortunately did not see it on screen. I'm really pissed off by that.
Because she says, oh, my friend, she's behaving in a weird way. She invited me to the mountain, and that's odd. She told me that she doesn't like the mountains.
Wait, and who is she talking to?
I have no his inner monologue, but.
How do I tell him that because of the unfreezing process I have no inner monologue?
My God, Vanessa's got a fabulous body. I bet she shags like a minx. How do I tell them that because of the unfreezing process I have no inner monologue? I hope I didn't say that out loud just now.
Okay, but Matthew pointed out the titty woman is bitten, but then is back to normal and says, my friend was acting weird. Shouldn't she already be a vampire at that point?
But she's also going to Dracula and saying, hey, I'm your dinner.
Yes.
No thanks.
Eccomi, signore. Sono la tua cena.
Gets bitten again by
Yes.
Dracula, and then turns into black and white,
Yes.
and then comes back into the field and won't get her fat ass up off the ground.
Come to us in the field with your bad knees down from up there.
All right, hold on. Here we go. And then turns into a prostitute with fishnets and.
That's what that was?
Sure.
But then she's wearing that strawberry shortcake pink floppy hat like Blossom.
But that one she's the dinner.
Just the makeup alone.
Oh, she caked that shit on.
Oh yeah.
You know what it is exactly?
She actually had a cake.
It's
It's the DJ. It's literally the DJ. What is it? She's trying to get Steve to see if he'll be honest to her. So she does the fucking hooker parrot makeup. That's not even a joke. That's what she looks like.
But it's like some old theater shit. Like, oh, paint for the back rows. Like, no, you can't. What are you doing?
Also, we have a stock scream which is used in the beginning with the frequency of the birdemic squawk. Equally as grating.
Yes.
And the priest's collar is massive.
Yeah, there is the priest collar, which is a piece of bounty roll cut and just put over there.
Why do you think he wanted him to walk back and forth in that spot so many times?
Why do you want everyone to walk back and forth in that spot?
My guess is
time filler.
Beside that,
yeah.
No, my guess is let's do this scene 3 times. We use the best one, and then they forgot to cut it.
Please tell me that's the reason.
Because there is no other explanation for him to just go back and forth, and
then
do
he
the exact
cuts the
same
face
action.
to black before he comes back again and goes to the door.
Black, yes, because just to say no, this is a different one.
And then,
but the best part, of course, is when he finally finds Dracula and he goes in front of him at 2 centimeters. Maestro.
Maestro, maestro, c'è un prete.
And then he's like, oh, there's a priest here. I'm like, yeah, he's right behind you.
He's in frame.
I'm sorry, I gotta blow my nose again.
Oh, yes, for your consideration.
No one pay attention, okay?
Nope.
Just do your own thing.
What is that?
Keep talking about the funniness of how inept the show is.
Yes, that right over there.
Okay, so there's who's the kid on the phone in the beginning?
Aha! I would say if I knew what I'm talking about, but I have no idea because then he eats some pasta, and then he becomes a vampire.
And you can the first time he puts in the teeth, it's just you can't even see the fangs in it.
They are upside down, right?
His aren't. Well,
the old man's is?
The old man, yes.
He looks like the Lon Chaney Wolfman.
He had to put him on in the dark inside the coffin.
Yes, yeah, and then
I feel exhausted.
I
feel literally physically exhausted from the laughing and the tiredness and the.
When he opens the coffin and he looks like an old man. Well, he looks like he is an old man, not rambling by himself because he's making weird gestures.
Like he's trying to be a fake shitty animatronic at a
Yes,
Halloween party.
a defective animatronic. It's just
Oh,
like,
The humblest and poorest among us are held the highest privileges and positions. What constitutes the bulwark of our liberties and independence? It is not the frowning battle or bristling seacoast, our army and men. These are not our reliance. Our reliance is in the love of liberty, which God has handled. Our defense is in the spirit which prizes liberty as the heritage of all men. In all lands
And then when he is confronted that he raises his arm like that,
Oh my god, I forgot about the
Oh my
growling.
God! The growling!
he's making the impression of, hey, do an impression of a guy with a chainsaw.
Also, that's not
Renfield!
It's not even exaggeration.
All right, John Aston mustache.
We have endless.
And
endless
that's it.
stock. What do you call them? Paste on zombies.
Yeah, the plugin. You find, you go YouTube, you do a search for green screen.
I mean,
it's like as if we were ever doing that.
Where are they coming? Direction they're coming.
Wait, let's do it. Let's do it like an Enzo Sorrentino thing. Oh. What's happening? There's some monster flying. Yes.
MaJaMa.
Oh yeah, and the kid's sucking ghost dick.
Yes, the kid looks like.
That sentence gonna get a ban from me. Why did your YouTube channel get taken down?
Enzo, I see in the script here it says my son's character is supposed to be sucking ghost dick.
I'm sorry, it's written. That can't be what it says, right?
Could you elaborate?
No. You got it.
You got it. No, you're on the right path.
You're very intuitive.
We're here.
You're not letting people understand my artistic genius, but you, right on the money. The kid.
I mean, like all his projects, it's just a menagerie of shots where he's just. This would look. I mean, in his head, do you think there's a linear story?
Wait, hold on.
Sure.
I wanted to say the pasted zombies make sense to me. What is truly give me a second. What is truly batshit crazy is the dude drops a queen xenomorph in and then ends his movie on that. Like that's your point. That you're just f***ing with us. What does that have to do with anything? And how is that legal?
I mean, it's no one's gonna really complain about this.
That is the thing.
Besides us.
That is the thing that makes it more bizarre, because if it were done intentionally, either it would have come out by now, or saying there is something more.
Yeah, or like you said, it would get to a point where it's so obvious.
Or it would be
so obvious where you gotta be. It just comes out naturally.
Your phone on or no?
Yeah.
This is what I want to know because you talked about the internet. I see him on Insta all the time.
Yeah, what is
his
internet?
followers? How many followers does he have?
Besides the people who owe money to.
And
because
following him
I
everywhere.
see him all the time on my Insta. Well, you follow him on Jam, so I'm on the Jam's account now.
He has 2,500 followers.
It's not exactly, like a
earth-shattering.
If he had a K, I'd be like, okay,
Right.
he's anything with a K. I'd be like, okay, he's someone. How did Alberto discover him?
I don't know. I have to ask him.
Alberto, we really love you, man. It's true.
Is the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes.
And I think that he has 2 pages on Facebook because the first one was maxed at 5,000 people. So there is an Enzo Sorrentino bis or something like that. There are 2, and it's both him.
He makes his own bisque?
Yes.
Crab?
I'm sure.
Is there anything
in
this menagerie that we have not highlighted so far in this gorgeous cornucopia of fucking absurdity?
Well, like I was saying before, to seriously try to piece together a plot, it is...
Not even a plot, I'm just saying, is there anything we haven't highlighted? Like I forgot about the Dracula kid.
But I'm just saying, like... You could mash it up into... I don't know.
This is just purely hypothetical, but if you were...
it's real!
If you were to sit down with him, and again, this
Mateo,
is completely just...
you stay far the hell away from that man.
If you sat down with him and asked him, like, hey, what's going on here? What do you think he would say? Do you think he would just be like, I don't know, I'm having a good time, or... Like...
I think so.
All right, cut the shit, Sonny. What are you doing?
Unless it's a whole cover for Mafia.
He's laundering money through these... That's it! It's a money laundering exercise!
We cracked the nut.
That would make sense. I mean, he's got his whole family involved. Like
Just a goofy filmmaker, don't look over here!
Yeah, because he always... I mean, granted, in Italy, I don't know right now in Rome and Milan, but pretty much you can shoot wherever you want without permit, and you're fine.
Yeah.
So there is that. He has connections even at the low level because in La Polizia Indaga il Crimine he used an ambulance from a local hospital. So even if it was just like...
And while that was filming, someone died and was unable to be transported.
That's yes. But that is also...
he was just having a heart attack and called one. Asked if he could get a few shots while they were still in the
You mind if I film? All right.
It's your heart, buddy.
And then his closing credits are always half of
Fine.
them are... half of them are something like advertisement for...
What am I doing with my life?
No, you wish. There is, I don't know, the...
Dude, it ends with a queen xenomorph pasted in. It ends with that.
Yeah.
That's the last thing we see.
Well, wouldn't you, if you had a movie that you don't know
That's
how
what I'm
to
saying.
end,
I would do that.
Because you initially see the Queen Xenomorph as part of the zombie horde.
Yes. Yes.
So... Imagine swapping it out and having just a zombie roaming the street. Oh shit, they opened up the curse that brought people back from the dead. Now the dead are roaming the streets, but you have the f***ing alien queen.
Yes.
What are you thinking?
And what does it have to do with the Dracula?
And why is that lady in fishnets now?
True.
Period.
Following the kid.
Floppy titties and all. God, the blush on her cheeks is like f***ing electric pink lemonade packet mix.
Fucking carve ham with that face.
And she's following the kid who is a vampire.
And dressed like Gilligan.
And dressed like Gilligan.
Very, very exactly the Gilligan red sweater with the white thing popping out.
But in the end, he has a suit with a bow tie.
Yeah.
And he's just like jiggling.
Your boobs. But what are they doing in the field?
I don't know. I think that she knelt on a cross, actually.
Oh!
That's why she couldn't get up. And he's because the Dracula is biting her.
Biting.
Because they get there to the field. And they kneel 100 kilometers from Dracula.
You may come to you, okay.
He has to walk and then
But he's been posing on these rocks for like a good 5 minutes.
Yes, he's posing on the rocks because
with
he's
his, like,
sexy. Well, I mean, when you think of vampires, you think of sexiness.
Dude,
and
the cowl is like old school, like a kid's vampire.
And he's so thin.
It's the
from, like,
Marshalls,
the
the
90s.
pumpkin
Yeah.
patch type.
It's a used car salesman doing a Halloween sale commercial.
Oh, whoa.
I'm here for your soul.
My soul?
The soul.
Oh, the 2016 Kia Soul.
Did the girl that bites the neck of the other girl with the pathetic, did she just disappear after that scene? She
No,
doesn't come back?
she's sitting
'Cause
next to them on the field.
She's in the
Oh,
field.
okay.
Wait,
okay.
no.
She's the one.
Yes.
No,
Yeah, she's the
the
one
titty
who
girl.
arrives at first
Oh.
with the.
She's the girl that's leaving the apartment complex.
She becomes a.
Wait, oh god, the family with the lady in the bathroom.
That's what I meant. That thing was just blinking red. That's cool. That blinked red.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, thank you. That's what I meant. We forgot about the family with the most convincing. Oh my God! There's a lady in the room.
Yes.
Go see for yourself.
Mamma, papà, c'è una signora del bagno.
Ma quale signora? Dai, non scherzare. Aspetta, mo vado a vedere.
E vai a vedere, amore.
A little boy sees a ghost, a girl, lady in the bathroom.
Yes.
The mom's like, "Stop joking around."
I go see.
While the kid's
Anyway.
gonna stab himself with a f***ing colored pencil on top of the table. So the mom goes and checks. Goes, "Oh my God, it's the lady." Goes back to the husband. Go check. And then
All
he,
right, fine. I get it.
yeah.
Yep, there's a ghost.
And then he goes and checks, but we don't see any. Then we cut to the hallway of just some lady walking down
No,
the stairs.
there is an insert of the plug-in again.
But that's before she goes to the
before
husband.
she tells to the husband to go.
Amo, vai a vedere.
Ma che è successo?
Vai, corri, vai a vedere.
And then yes, there is.
And then there's this lady who she opens the door to leave her apartment complex to go outside. Turns to a bat to go through the door, drops her dress on the floor.
And then she has the dress, and
then
she's
she's
walking
fully
to a
dressed.
graveyard or something.
The second she goes through the door, though.
Yes.
So why did you need to transfer into a bat to leave the door?
Why the hell did I take your shoes off?
Why the hell are you just like a chicken?
And then she meets a zombie
All this
on
in
the street
28
when she's
minutes.
going to the graveyard. There's a zombie on the street that is walking.
Yes. Which she doesn't seem surprised by, but she turns to a bat.
No.
And she's also the one that bites the horrific meatloaf of a woman.
Yes. Who?
But then she.
I get handed to you.
That's what we
I was
should
gonna
do.
say, give me a hand, dude.
MaJaMa.
she's also in the field with the kid and the lady.
Yes. And Dracula feeds off of the lady.
It's not even like you're. I mean, it's like he just goes like to their neck. It's not. There's no intent.
No.
There's
Yes,
like
yes. It's
no
just like-
hunch, no dig in, or the reaction from the woman.
Almost like there is a comedic language.
But it's also him like, oh, can you be in my movie? I'm actually on my way to work. No, just give me. It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay.
And I understand
Hey,
that's how your
listen.
actors work, but
I got a good because you'll get it because you actually put this clip in the show. The end of the Aqua Teen movie, which is typical to their spirit. They say it features Tina Fey, and she literally shows up in the last minute and goes, "I'm your mother, and I'm a 9-layer bean burrito."
Wait, we have a mother?
Yes, Frylock, I am your mother. And I am a 9-layer bean burrito.
Oh.
That's it. She shows up as a big talking burrito, and I think they literally cut. This is what I'm saying. That's what the xenomorph reminds me of. It's literally like, and just throw a xenomorph in and Finn. And like, it's not without a comedic language. And this dude is a goofball, so I'm like, it seems like a very like, throw the fucking xenomorph in there again.
The rest of the film is serious, where then it would have to be, okay, he is doing this intentionally to with his audience. Because the rest of the film is straightforward in terms of the story, in terms of the things on screen, where you just get wrapped up inside trying to figure this out, because yes, he is a goofball, yes, he does seem to have an interest in comedy and just being goofy, but
no, all of his movies, except for the one, if he tries to make a comedy, it is in the title. There are a couple of other movies that he made that have a title. I don't know, the Crazy Family so and so or something like that. That is clearly an attempt.
I urinated blood this morning.
Look, think
of something like that.
Think of it this way: Wiseau famously wanted to make a drama and kind of saw what was happening and shifted gears and embraced what was happening with it, right? So wanted to make a drama. We all know that, right? Doesn't matter. We don't need to get it. Wanted to make a drama. Win of Birdemic. Saw the public to public access interview and just seems to be on Hitchcock's dick. Maybe just an inept film nerd. And Breen feels like when you open the dictionary to narcissism, it should have a picture of him. If there's any of this group that I believe is intentionally comedic, it's the goofball, plate titties, America's Got Talent, daily joke on Insta, big goggles, super zany. If any of those, I believe, is actually doing what we're talking about, now that I think about it and talk it out, it's Sorrentino. Tommy wanted to make a fucking drama. He loves Tennessee Williams. Wynn is fucking sucking the dick of Hitchcock, and Neil Breen is actually -% of self-awareness and is just a narcissist
and a psychopath.
And I could see him legitimately eating human flesh in a fucking Marriott that he owns right now. He is snacking on human flesh right now. Sorrentino.
I don't know where this is from. I'm gonna eat it.
I could see. He's a zany-ass child goofball.
Then that would suggest his entire catalog is made to be with your audience doing this intentionally bad or just weird.
That's the thing, because he has a decent production in terms of number of movies.
Well, we're tossing the word movies around a lot.
But yeah,
we know there's a lot of people out there who claim to have a lot of movies.
Yes, but he has placed a decent number of movies, or at least of let's say what a long time ago they were called the 2 reels, which are 10 minutes and 10 minutes.
Way too real.
20. His movies are pretty much between 3 and 5 reels. So if you consider a reel 10 minutes, it looks like that when it's actually what he also on YouTube he puts film completo, which means complete movie.
No.
And sure it does.
Like La Polizia Indaga il Crimine, the whole title was La Polizia Indaga il Crimine - film completo. So you know that it's not a trailer.
I know you don't remember exact, but do you remember roughly how many views that had? Just
I don't. Honestly, I
I'm
don't.
so curious because.
It's hard to even formulate words.
Yes.
You bring that out of us, Enzo.
Let alone discussing what his actually intent is.
Yeah.
Chiara, Chiara, ma che ti prende? Chiara, lasciami, aiuto! Aiuto! Dio, cosa mi ha fatto? Mi ha morso. Oddio, sto morendo. Sto morendo. Sto morendo.
I don't think it's intentional. I don't think that he says I'm screwing up with people. I think that he is just incompetent.
How that level of it though?
Well, 'cause you look at the editing. Just from that, you don't know what you're doing. And the fact that you're still doing, this is his newest thing.
Yeah.
The fact that you're still making those types of mistakes at this point is just...
That's another good point.
Inexcusable and infuriating.
Don't you think that... Don't
you think you should say something?
It seems literally virtually impossible a human being can keep doing something with zero progression. Like he said, this is the newest thing. Something is mind-blowing. Like,
no,
right, like, hey, Matteo, I'm going to teach you how to rap. Oh my God, we laugh, it's a joke. But if I literally sit here every day with you,
yes,
and you just do it, eventually you might be like, hey, I can
easy, man, back off.
You know what I mean?
I
like,
already say yeah.
A human being does not do something. If you are terrible at sex, if you're terrible at putting asphalt in roads, if you're terrible at drawing, if you do it every day, I refuse to believe there's zero. Maybe you're like, okay, like I said, some people's got to give it up, they don't have it, but zero progression. Like if you take the time to play the guitar every day, you mean to tell me you can come back years later and be like, I'm still barely hammering out a power chord. I'm not even saying that this for the argument that he's doing. I just don't understand.
I think.
I don't get it.
I think he is on the
on the spectrum.
No, but when you're learning how to.
I'm a surgeon.
When you learn how to go on a bicycle, you don't know how to go on a bicycle, and then all of a sudden one day you can.
Okay.
There is not. I'm going on. No, either you don't go or you go on a bicycle. There is not an in between.
Either on the ground or on the bicycle.
That'd be you.
Yeah.
And I
get up, you f***ing pansy.
I think that he's still learning how to go on a bicycle.
I'm sorry. What's the timeline here? How long ago was like the first movie, or for that matter, how long since you discovered him? What episode 23 was? What 30 episodes ago?
I've discovered it.
When did the trauma start?
It was before the pandemic.
Oh my God.
And I think the La Polizia Indaga al Crimine is 2017. And he had
6 years to ride a bike. 6 years to ride a bike. No bullshit. No one makes movies for 6 years and is still this jack shit fucking incompetent.
Because not even the effects. It's the pacing and the cuts and the transitions that you just no.
Mamma, papà, c'è una signora del bagno.
Ma quale signora? Dai, non scherzare. Aspetta, mo vado a vedere. Scherzare. Aspetta.
You can see the duct tape on the screen. What are you doing? Anyone could see that.
It's I guess the way I consider him is somebody who bought a Lamborghini and he takes it out of the garage only to go check the mail and then he brings it back. He doesn't use it to its full potential, and he's never so he has learned how to turn on a camera to film and being mostly on focus. That's good enough for him. Because the vast majority of the movies don't have sound or a very limited amount of sound. Because
dialogue.
I'm sorry?
Or dialogue.
Or dialogue. Because that is something that is a completely different universe. It looks like that he is by himself. When in the closing credits of some of the other movies, there aren't other cameraman credited or something like that. So I guess that he is doing everything as a one-man band. And so he has gone to do the bare minimum without saying, oh, but you know that if you do this, no, I'm fine like this. I've learned to do this, but
hit the button.
Yes.
This is actually, here's why this is such a good point. Even though I wasn't as consistent as I think he has. But when I was learning guitar, my buddy showed me a power chord. One finger there, and I realized I could play most of my favorite Nirvana songs. And then I was like, I am done with the knowledge I need for the guitar. And I kept doing it, but it was pretty much just da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, I guess maybe if you are happy without advancing, and it still makes you happy to power chord it out, I guess that's...
But he's making films more than you were playing guitar.
That's the counterpoint.
And he can watch, you weren't recording your songs, he can watch this shit back. What the f*** are you watching on screen when you watch your own work?
Maybe he is incredibly in love with himself, with a less...
I mean, yes, if you go through his Instagram page, it's just his f***ing face.
Yes. And it's less, let's say, for lack of better terms, less arrogant than Neil Breen.
How could you have done this? Jim! I can't believe you committed suicide. I cannot believe you committed suicide. How could you have done this? How could you have committed suicide?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Breen generally seems psychotic.
Yeah.
It's scary.
And,
there's no life here. There's no life in Breen's eyes.
I got scolded by him online.
What?
Oh, yeah.
By Breen?
Yeah, because I wanted to buy his movies, and I won all 5 of them, I think they are, 5 or 6. So I went online on his website, and I ordered, and 2 of them I couldn't click on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote...
Computer would not allow it.
Yeah, I wrote an email saying I would like to buy this, and he wrote something like, the websites say they're out of print, so they are out of print. Say, all right, sorry. How do you get out of print of DVDs that you are pressing yourself?
I don't feel like doing it right now.
My hands are broken, all right?
No, I'm pretty sure that he actually put them on a hard drive with a password. He forgot the password. He cannot access
I'm trying.
Dude, he's a psychopath, man.
Abacus. Nope.
He eats people. He definitely eats people.
And so I think that this is the thing, that they are a group of friends, because usually they're always the same actors.
Non devi pensare 2 volte. L'ultimo che aveva pensato 2 volte è morto. MaJaMa.
I feel like we've been through something.
Probably they are fine with that, and there is more.
But once again, they like we have heard from everyone in the room. Okay, we knew it was a piece of shit, but we were kind of just going along with it. We were kind of swept up in it, and it became a thing. We were paid.
And I see that on his Facebook page, sometimes you say, "Oh, next week there is at I don't know the library or so the great the premiere of my new movie, and everything." So everybody goes in. It's an honor for Italian people to be, especially if you're in Rome and Milan, and nobody gives a shit because you have television and cinema constantly. But if you're in a small town
or field
or sewer, then you say, "Oh my God, I'm there," or "I can see that," and it's.
I mean, it's not a third world country though.
No, I know we talked about this with. In fact, I'm even reading this in Lloyd Kaufman's "Make Your Own Damn Movie" right now. He's
I get that idea. People
if
are
you're
like,
in Iowa, you're going to be like, "Holy f*** a movie!" If you're out here, like I do, people often.
Yes, but wanting to act in it, yes, but wanting to go and see it. I mean, you might not know what you're getting into.
Yes.
But once you're there,
well, no one. This is internet content, though.
No,
he does. Yes, a premiere and.
Well, every piece of shit movie has a premiere.
But I know, but when I was a kid, there was in. This is one of those bizarre facts that I heard only in Italy. In a small town near mine, a young lady made a porno.
Nice.
And the whole town went to see it. And they were rooting for her and everything, including the kids.
Rooting. All right, kids, get them out. Make Daddy proud. We all come before the credits roll.
Exactly. Everybody was in the theater, and they had to.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, but
sounds like a lot of pasta being mixed in here.
Kids, adults, male, female, and everything. They all went to see this porno because there was
porno, like actual just.
Yeah, because there was a local celebrity in that movie.
Kids.
Yeah.
All right, I guess.
And so I mean, granted, now
I mean, it's awesome people supporting that.
Yes.
I don't know if you should bring your children there.
Probably not.
Do they have snacks and popcorn?
I don't know.
Or they give away gift bags for the kids?
Yes, probably.
A lot of young men.
This balloon is used and wet.
Nowadays, everybody has a movie studio in his pocket.
Yeah.
His or her pocket. So it will be Maurizio Nichetti, one of my favorite Italian directors. He said he made a movie called The Icicle Thieves, which was very funny because back then, and it made sense in the movies, but it was a movie interrupted by commercials, and he was making the commercials, which were, since he is also a director of commercials, they were actually a legitimate commercial of non-existing product, and eventually the realities clash, and the characters of the commercials went up in the movie, and vice versa.
Okay, that is pretty cool.
And to make an extreme contrast between the commercials and the movie, he said, I wanted to make a movie like the Nouvelle Vague and the old movies of the Italians of the 1930s, 1940s, black and white, very gritty, people very poor.
Thank you. Oh, I don't know how to thank you.
I say, it was very hard to find the people who had not been in front of a lens, because everybody, I made this commercial, or I was in this video, or I was an extra in this movie. And he says, and he wanted to find real faces. He couldn't. He says it was really hard because in Milan, virtually everybody has had at least one, if not more, experience with television or with cameras and everything. So in a smaller town like Salerno, where he is shooting these movies mostly, there is less than that. So if somebody says, you want to be in my movie, sure, whatever it is, I don't care. I'm there.
It's just fun.
I'm better than anybody else. And I will be on the screen or something else. And maybe in the future, some idiots will talk about me in Los Angeles. There we are. So,
well, I mean, to give this shit train a stop and give this dude credit, he is pumping plenty of shit out.
And we have now done 3 episodes about it.
Yeah, he does seem to be enjoying himself. He does seem to have an actual passion for this.
He doesn't seem to hurt anybody, and actually it gives, it makes people happy, intentionally or not, but still, that doesn't, it still counts.
Yeah.
If you're having fun with something, it's what Tommy Wiseau says before.
You can laugh, you can cry, you can scream, just don't hurt each other.
Yeah. And so that's
how most orgies start too.
I've been to an orgy once. I was by myself. It wasn't very funny.
Where?
But the buffet was good.
That's all that counts.
Yeah.
Imagine being the only person at a buffet. That's probably what heaven is like. You just wake up and there's a whole tray. There's literally not a person in sight.
I don't think it'd be the same. You want that, holy shit, I gotta get to that before that person gets to it. Lust.
Or you smash his head with a plate or something.
Let's put the cloche on this episode.
The cloche?
That's what the container's called for, like a fancy...
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, how'd you know that?
Food Network.
All right, let's put the cloche on this. Enzo, we're trying to get to you. We're trying to communicate and make you famous. I hope you guys have... Everyone should watch this on YouTube. Every single person that watches this video should watch this on YouTube.
And if you need the translation, write in the comment. Translate this episode. And subtitle it in Italian.
I'm really beat. And I really feel...
Enzo takes a lot out of
Yeah, but I'm also wired up.
Really wired.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, me too, but... You know, I'm really wired. What do you say I take you home and eat your pussy?
Why don't I take you home and eat your Sorrentino?
It wasn't like that, but yes.
All right.
So watch the Black Wings of a Vampire. There is a handful of lines in Italian. I'm sorry?
Thought we already cut.
Oh, I was saying just like the good. Okay, never mind. Do whatever you want.
The Black Wings of whatever. Went out strong on this one, guys.
MaJaMa.
Count Dracula.
Miss Mina, you're looking exceptional.